Hi guys, in this video I'll be sharing how I made this crispy and crunchy plantain chips. Look at that, crunchy as it can be. I use this unripe plantains. If you really want your plantain chips to be crispy and crunchy, use unripe plantains. When you use these ripe ones, it will be sweeter, but it won't be as crispy and crunchy as this unripe plantain. So, even if you want to use ripe plantain, make sure the one you are using are not too ripe, just like this one in this video. For these two, I'll be soaking them in water for 30 minutes before use. This will allow them to be peeled off easily. So I soak this in water for 30 minutes. 30 minutes later, I simply remove them from the water and clean them up. Next, I use oil. You can use any vegetable oil of your choice. I rubbed it in between my fingers and my palm. With this, once I'm through cutting, those sticky substances won't stick to my hands. It will be easy to wash off immediately. So once that is done, I cut the both ends of the plantain, slit through in the middle. Since this was soaked in water, it was easier for me to peel it off. With this peeling, there won't be scratches on the plantain. Just look at that. It is coming up easily. Look at those substances that would have stick to my hands if I didn't rub oil. This substance can also stain your clothes if you are not careful. So be mindful of this. Look at the body of the plantain. It is as smooth as possible. The skin is coming off easily. I'll be cutting this into two. For this video, I made use of two different slices. You will be seeing them as we progress. I simply cut in between. Again, this is the first slice. For this, I didn't add salt before frying. Look at it. Make sure it is as thin as possible. For this, I will just set it aside and attend to the next plantain. Remember, I didn't add salt to this. The next one, I simply peeled just like so. But for this, I cut it into circles. Cut into circles, and I added salt before frying. You can also mix salt and water for this purpose. Mix salt and water and sprinkle on it before frying. I added salt in this. Make sure everything combined so well. To the oil now, I fried onions. You can also fry ginger or garlic. I added my plantain in batches. Don't add all of them at the same time because they can stick to each other. You will like the outcome. Make sure you turn intermittently until everything is well fried. Next is to remove them from the oil and allow it to cool. Remember, I added salt in this. So if you would like to add pepper, maybe paprika pepper, it is now time to add it to this. The next batch, I didn't add salt at all. So I will simply fry this. Remember to stir intermittently so that everything will be done at the same time. Once that was done, remove them from the oil. Immediately you are removing them from the oil, you can now add your salt. If you are using pepper, sprinkle some pepper on it. Look at the result now. Whether you added salt before frying or you fried before adding salt, you will still get crispy and crunchy plantain chips. Look at that, guys. This is as crispy and crunchy as it can be. This is because I use unripe plantain. If you have used ripe ones, it won't be as crispy and crunchy as this one. It will only be sweeter. Remember, if you are using ripe plantain, make sure the plantain you are using is not overripe. Guys, would you be making this recipe? When you do, let me know the outcome. I will see you in my next one. I can bet you this was yummy. Thanks for watching. Keep being amazing. Bye-bye.